Hey guys, so Britney Spears has announced that she has adopted a new baby, but TMZ is saying there's no baby. So somebody's lying. And I don't know who it is, but this is very worrying information that she's put out a whole statement that she's adopted a baby girl, and that isn't the case. Why TMZ have come to clear this information? They've been very much anti-Britney anyways, but I am quite worried for her health as time goes on. I don't think her dancing on Instagram is ever an issue because she's just dancing. She's been doing that. But I just feel like this information is very weird, and I wanted to just open the video up with that. Hey guys, it's more Abnormality, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where there's been a major burglary of Beyonce stuff, unreleased music, catalogs, sets, everything in regarding to her new tour. When it comes to her set in Atlanta that she performed yesterday that a lot of people went to see for Cowboy Carter, I bet she is never returning to Atlanta ever again after this, because I believe this is the first time that this has happened. But Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers said thieves broke into the SUV and stole numerous items, including jump drives containing unreleased music, footage plans for a show, and past and future set lists. I know she's pissed because this unreleased music is probably going to be released, and Beyonce, I believe, never has had many leaks like this. She also probably doesn't have other copy or hard drives because major hard drives were taken of information. Also, what are on these hard drives? Channel's 2, Michael Seedon, learned that Monday evening that an arrest warrant has been issued for a suspect. A spokesperson said that the break-in happened just after 8 p.m. July 8th inside a parking deck at Krog Street Market. He advised he was a choreographer and Mr. DeAndre Blue was a dancer for her, and that her hard drives for her upcoming show in Atlanta were stolen. The hard drives contained watermarked music, some unreleased music, footage plans for the show, and past and future set lists. The two members of Beyonce's team also reported clothes, designer sunglasses, laptops, and a pair of AirPod Max headphones were stolen from the vehicle, police confirmed. Police said they are following up on multiple leads. Investigators used Apple's Find My, which led them to an undisclosed location where the headphones were pinging, according to the incident. I conducted a suspicious stop in the area due to the information that was relayed on me. There were several cars in the area. I don't think they're going to find these people and, this information. And even if they find the people and arrest them, the information definitely has been passed on. These are major hard drive, which also could have private information on it in regards to her family, in regards to undisclosed business, let alone undisclosed music that I know her and her team are fuming over because this has not happened to her ever in her career. So this seems like it was a setup, it was a plan, it was a scheme that Todd said, I'm joking. It was a scheme that I believe somebody has set up to go against her, and now she probably is worried that for future dates of this tour that she has yet to finish, people are going to try and steal stuff from her. So she's going to buff up her security. There were so many fake reports about how her show was not sold out in London. Baby, 3 to 4 days back to back, she had sold out shows, and it became one of the most successful for the Tottenham Stadium in London. So I think her tour is doing well, but of course the PR conversations that she's been facing are just quite difficult for her, especially with Jay-Z and all the financial lawsuits that he's facing. And this one with Rymir, who is not letting down, this alleged son who very much looks just like him down to the teeth. They have everything that looks so similar. So, the whole family are just really going through stuff this year. Every month there's just some kind of issue. So this is pretty big. Hard drives being stolen, but we'll see if they get it back. Now, Chris Brown himself is facing multiple criminal charges. Multiple further criminal charges, guys. I want to add that. 2 further charges he is pleading not guilty to. The singer, wearing a light brown suit, pleaded not guilty to assaulting and causing actual bodily harm, which is crazy to me because how can you plead not guilty when there's CCTV footage of you throwing a bottle at somebody? I just don't understand. Riddle me that, because how can you say I'm not guilty for causing harm and violence when there's videos of you causing harm and violence? I don't get it. He also denied having an offensive weapon, which is a bottle, in a public space during the short hearing at Southern Crown Court happening in London. 20 fans sat in the public gallery behind the dock for Friday's hearing, with several gasping as the singer of Go Crazy, Run It and Kiss walked into the courtroom. Co-defendants Brown's friends and fellow musician also denied actual bodily harm as well. So he is facing, guys, additional criminal charges. These are just, preliminary hearings that are going on right now. That's all this is, because he is facing his trial in 2026. We have a lot of trials. If you thought the Diddy trial was exhausting, next year we have Luigi Mangioni's trial, we have Blake Lively's trial, we have Chris Brown's trial, and a consequator from the UK, Young Philly, his trial as well. 4 different trials are happening next year. And so, you know, just because things have settled out of court doesn't mean that he's not still facing criminal charges, because the police in the UK are still trying to seek criminal charges against this man and basically either want this man to go to jail or have some kind of consequences, you know, face him. He's still allowed to continue his tour, which is what he's been doing, but he's facing additional further criminal charges and it's not looking good for him. But who it is looking good for is P. Diddy. There is a slight update for him in a different case, which is good news for him. Diddy, guys, will avoid another potential court case drama over claims that he ordered the murder of Tupac Shakur for $1 million. Prosecutors in the Las Vegas criminal case have decided to steer clear of trying to bring Diddy in as a potential witness or even mentioning his alleged involvement in Pac's death. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand, because I feel like the prosecution are just worried after he was acquitted from RICO here in New York and he was basically, you know, embarrassed. The prosecution have been embarrassed. So therefore now they're going to be like, we don't want to drag you into this unless we've got clear, hard evidence. So for those who are now going to wonder if Diddy's going to go down for future deaths that he's basically committed in the past, that's not going to happen with Tupac anymore. He's going to basically been cleared from that. They're not going to try and bring him in any kind of way. He's been cleared criminally from having any kind of involvement in Tupac's death. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. The move comes even though Clark County prosecutors entered in an evidence of a damning police interview tape in which suspect Dwan Keefe D alleges that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Shakur. So, you know, that particular tape went viral. We all spoke about it and we all kind of agree that Diddy obviously had something to do with Tupac. Well, the majority of us do. Well, prosecution don't want any problems. They don't want any issues. They don't want to face any embarrassment. And I think that this does make sense. Not that I believe this, but I believe the prosecution are not trying to fry too many fish. They want to get, you know, Keefe D. They want to bring him down for this. They don't want to add too many other people to convolute the case. And then suddenly you are not hitting the targets, confusing the jurors, the jury, the judge, and everybody. And then people end up being acquitted for stuff when that really wasn't the case. You want to streamline it. And I think this is what the prosecution are doing in Las Vegas. They just want to focus on Keefe D when it comes to this case, even though I definitely believe that Diddy is involved. I really hope that Diddy does face justice for other people who've gone missing outside of this. But when you have corrupt jurors, in my opinion, like that one who looks like Mr. Bean speaking and, you know, doing a media circus, and I saw jurors smiling, what kind of justice can we get when these jurors are biased, when they are misogynistic, when they are waiting to help Diddy in some kind of way, when they saw multiple tapes and videos and etc. with Cassie? I just don't understand. I really don't. But that October 3rd sentencing is going to be serious. I know that man is going to face a long time, and hopefully so. I'm thinking 5 to 8 years, ideally. Hopefully 8, God is good, and hopefully he faces that, because he needs to be locked up. He is a danger to community. I know that when this man gets out, he's not only going to seep and way into the, you know, public music community, entertainment business, do stuff with Kanye West, but I can see him getting his goons to do all of the dirty work for him whilst his hands are kept clean so that he doesn't run back, you know, in problems with the police. This man has not changed. This man is not going to come out and become a brand new person. It's way too late for that. I think he definitely is going to be in contact with a lot more people once again to cause mischief in New York and all over the country. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. So, a tip, if you guys wish to, there's a $ sign there, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.